Good morning, students. Today let us study the determination of Avogadro number by Bragg's method. Okay. Now volume of one particle is given by a cube divided by z. What is a? A is the length of the side of a cube, that is the atomic number. Volume occupied by 1 mole, then rho is given by m by v. Now what is rho? Density of the cube, m mass by volume, or v is equal to m by rho. Let this be equation 2. Okay. Volume of Avogadro number of particles in 1 mole is equal to a cube into n divided by z. Okay. So Avogadro number is n, therefore you have to multiply by n divided by z. Then from equation 1 is equal to 2. What is equation 1? That is a cube I z, right? Equation 2, equation 3 is this. So equation, that means equation 3 and 2 we get a cube into n divided by z is equal to m by rho, or n is equal to z into m divided by rho into a cube. We have n lambda is equal to 2d sin theta, dHKL is equal to a by square root of h squared plus k squared plus I squared. Okay. Next slide. These are the ionic crystals. You can see here different types of ionic crystals. Next slide. Types of crystals. Now which are the different types of crystals? AB type, and then A2B type, and then AB2 type. Okay. Radius ratio is given by r plus divided by r minus. Coordination number is the number of nearest neighboring particles in the crystal. Next slide. Here there is a tabular column indicating radius ratio. This is the coordination number and then shape of the molecule. Okay. If you have radius ratio 0.155 to 0.225, coordination number is 3 and shape of the molecule is triangular planar. Okay. Now if you have radius ratio 0.225 to 0.415, coordination number is 4 and shape of the molecule is tetrahedral or square planar. Suppose in case you have radius ratio 0.415 to 0.732, coordination number is 6 and the shape of the molecule is octahedral. Okay. In case radius ratio 0.73 to 1, then coordination number is 8 and shape of the molecule is body centered cubic. Okay. Next slide. Structures of some ionic crystals. Alright. Next slide. Here are some ionic crystals. The structure of cesium chloride. Structure of cesium chloride. Now what is the structure of cesium chloride? The coordination number of cesium is 8. Coordination number of chlorine is also 8. You can see here there are 8 corners. Okay, 4 corners here up and then 4 corners down. Okay, total 8 corners. 8 plus 8 is 16. Alright. So coordination ratio is 8:8 because 8 each are present. Okay, what is the radius ratio? 0.93, and it is body centered cubic structure. Why it is body centered cubic structure? Suppose if 8 are chloride ions, then cesium will be present inside. Okay, one cesium ion will be present inside the body of the crystal. Okay, therefore the number of unit cells per atom is 2. Okay, number of unit cells is 2. Structure of zinc sulfide. So this is the structure of zinc sulfide crystal. You can see here zinc blend, and this is woodside crystal. Now zinc blend. Now what is the structure of zinc blend? S minus 2 in cubic close packed arrangement. So zinc blend consists of zinc ions and sulfide ions. Okay. So sulfide ions are present in closed packing arrangement. Now 14 sulfide ions in the unit cell and 4 zinc ions inside the unit cell. Okay. 4 zinc ions are present inside the unit cell and then 14 sulfide ions are present here. Okay. Radius ratio is 0.4. It has been found that radius ratio of zinc blend is 0.4 and coordination is 4:4. Okay. Now tetrahedral arrangement of 4 sulfide ions and zinc ions. Next slide. Determination of the Miller indices for a plane when the intercepts along the axis are 2a, 2b and 2c. Now intercepts at a given plane is given by 2a, 3b, 2c. This is a general way of representing 2a, 3b and 2c. Okay, unit intercepts are a, b, c. Simple whole number multiples of unit intercepts are 2, 3, 2. Okay, so this is simple whole number 2, 3 and 2. Reciprocal of the ratio of the simple whole number multiples is you have to take reciprocal. Okay, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, half. Multiply the ratio of the reciprocals by 6. So you have to multiply by 6. Okay, half into 6, 1 by 3 into 6 and then half into 6. So 3 is to 2 is to 3. Then Miller indices are 3, 2, 3. Okay. Next line. A crystal plane has the intercept on 3 axes of the crystal, 3, 2 and 1 respectively. What are the Miller indices of the plane? So here there is a problem. Now how to solve this problem? Intercepts of a given plane is 3 to 1. Simple whole number multiples is also 3 to 1. Reciprocal of the ratio of the simple whole number multiples is 1 by 3, 1 by 2 and 1 by 1. Multiply the ratio of the reciprocals by 6. Okay, 6 is the LCM. So multiply by 6. So 1 by 3 into 6, 1 by 3 into 6, therefore, and 1 by 1 into 6. So 2, 3, 6. Okay. So the Miller indices of the plane are 2, 3 and 6. Now the crystal plane intercepts on the 3 axes of the crystal in the ratio 3 by 2a is to 2b is to 1c. Solution. Intercepts of the plane 2 by 3a and 2b and then 1c. Unit intercepts are a, b, c. Okay. Simple whole number multiples of the unit intercepts are 3 by 2, 2 and 1. Reciprocal of the ratio of the simple whole number multiples are 2 by 3. You have to take reciprocal. Okay, 1 by 2 and then 1 by 1. Alright. Then multiply by the LCM, least common factor, which is that 6. Therefore multiply by 6. So 3 by 2 multiply 6. Half multiply by 6 and 1 by 1 multiply by 6. That is 4 is to 3 is to 6. Okay. So Miller indices of the plane are 4, 3, 6. Now next slide. Calculate the Miller indices for the crystal planes which cut to the crystal axis at 2a alpha b c. A minus b alpha c. Intercepts of the plane is 2a alpha b and c. A, b, c. So 2, infinite and 1. So half, take the reciprocal. Half is to 1 by infinity is to 1 by 1. Intercepts of the plane are a minus b and then c, alpha c. Okay, and a, b, c. So you can see that the a, b, c here, and what are the intercepts here? 1 minus 1 infinity. So 1 by 1, take reciprocal. 1 by 1 minus 1 by 1 and then 1 by infinity. So multiply the ratio of the reciprocals by 2 because 2 is the common denominator. Okay. So multiply by 2, you will get 1, 0 and then 2. Okay, 1, 0 and 2. Now here multiply the ratio of the reciprocals by 1. Okay, LCM is 1. So multiply by 1, you will get Miller indices as 1, 1 bar and 0. Next slide. Diffraction angle lambda equal to 8.4 degree for a crystal having interplanar distance in the crystal is 0.4 nanometer when a second order diffraction was observed. Calculate the wavelength of X-ray used. N is equal to 2, D is equal to 0.4 nanometer, 0.4 into the power minus 9 meter, theta is equal to 8.4. So lambda is equal to 2D sin theta, okay, divided by N. So lambda is equal to 2 into 0.4 into 10 to the power minus 9 sin 8.4 degree divided by 2. So 2 into 0.4 into 10 to the power minus 9, 0.146. So sin 8.4 is 0.146. So lambda is equal to 0.58 angstrom. Okay. Next slide, another problem. Find the interplanar distance in a crystal in which a series of planes produce a first order reflection from X-ray tube. Given lambda is equal to 1.539 angstrom at an angle of 22.5. N lambda is equal to 2D sin theta. D is equal to N lambda divided by 2 sin theta. d is equal to 1 into 1.539, lambda is 1.539 given in the problem. So divided by 2 sin into theta is given 22.5. okay, so 1.539 divided by 2 into 0.3826 is equal to 2.0099 angstrom. Alright, so with this chapter is over. Alright, any difficulty please contact me. Please go through the problems once again. Okay, when offline classes starts I will do it again. Okay, so thank you.